Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Good health, everyone. How are you doing today? Sorry that I'm slurping my coffee, but I like doing it. Only when it's hot. But how is everyone doing today? Hmm. Hey, that's a good cup of Malik right there. All right, guys. Irritated right from jump. And I'm trying to avoid being irritated, but it must be the eclipse. Is anybody else irritated and you're like, ugh, anybody? Oh my God. Ugh, I feel like I should be on an island by myself. No humans, just the damn birds and lizards and turtles and frogs. I think I would be happy on an island by myself. I really do. Oh, let me say hello to everybody. Bit game checks, can you text me, please, sweetie? Lex Hall, good morning. Stephen, no. Lex Hall, good health. Stephen, good health. Betsy, good health. Okay, it's saying good health to everyone is helping me go down. Postcard girl, good health. Cassie, good health. Um, yeah, I was on the phone. Thank you, Lex Hall. Tiffany, good health. High Priestess, Stasia, good health. Is it Stacy or Stasia? Um, ah, ugh. Are you irritated too, High Priestess? And I promised, didn't I tell y'all, do not argue with anybody? Yes, in the Jeff. That didn't happen to me. I literally blew a head gasket. And then once I remembered, it was too late. I had already lost it. Oh, do not be irritated. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Don't be irritated, postcard. Not on your birthday. Don't let anybody get to you on your birthday. Hold on a second. Hi, Miss Mary. Irritated. Irritated. I think I need a vacation. I think I need to go back and see my sister, who also irritates me. Who am I kidding? Oh, have mercy, Lord. Have mercy. So there's an eclipse tonight, and I think that's where my irritation is coming from. There's an eclipse tonight, particularly because I have a Libra ascendant. So there you have it. My Libra ascendant. Ah, I don't know. I actually fared a little better for this eclipse than the last one. The last eclipse had me in so much pain, but then was that before or after I found out I had a UTI? All very bizarro world. I'm sitting out in my living room today because one of my friends is taking a trip and they stopped by to have me take care of their plants because they're going to be gone for 3 months, and somehow I missed them. So She said she was going to stop by in the morning because she has to leave her house at 12:30 to catch her plane. And apparently I can't hear when I'm in the back room working. I did not know that. My neighbor John is like, I was yelling, I was banging on your door, I was banging on the window. So I said, here's the thing that you could have tried. Call me. He goes, I did. What he meant is that he called my name out. So I was like, well, I hear you. That's another form of calling. I get it. Very primitive, but I get it. But when I say call in 2024, I mean use the goddamn phone. Use the phone. Oh my God. I was like, why didn't you call me? He goes, I did. So I look at my phone, no phone call from him. And so I just kind of like looked at him, and he goes, I went to your door and I called out your name. Okay, that's one way of calling people. Another way is smoke signals, right? What are we doing? I said, oh my God, I can't take this right now. I can't. So I did get her plants because between the two of them, she passed the plants through the gate. But I wanted to say goodbye, right? I wanted to say safe travels, have a safe trip, and give her a hug. So then she says, I'll come by tomorrow. But I knew that meant I was in trouble because apparently I can't hear in the back, which means I got to do my work in the front, which is where the sun is invasive. So because I had to do my work in the sun, which is invasive, I have decided to choose a topic that wouldn't be so aggressive. However, let's see if I can get a little bit back in the sun right now. However, that bitch Aline was very aggressive. She is taking out your sun, Mercury, so you communicate in the form of Libra. And Lilith are all in Libra. I'm staying away. Hi, Soul Sister. What? I don't know, Noel. Between the two of them, the concept of calling didn't reach the Netherlands. It didn't. But I did speak to her, and she says, well, when I come in your neighborhood, my signal goes out. And I was like, got it. I'm not arguing with anybody. Yes, I believe you. Yes. But John I don't know. Don't ask dumb questions. You gotta ask them. Oh my God. I really feel like I'm the only one in my world that gets it. That gets that I'm literally in a crazy world. I'm the only one that sees it. Have you ever been in an environment where you're like, these mofos are crazy? but they all understand each other, and you're like the oddball. I'm not saying that of the island. I am saying that of the people that I know. Bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Kathy's like, my family. Oh, my family too. Yes, happy October 1st, and don't forget the cinnamon trick, y'all. The cinnamon trick, also the bay leaf trick. Cinnamon and bay leaf trick. Copyright. Actually blocked. This is bullshit. I was going to show you guys something, but now music. Why can't they just take up the music? All right. I'm sneeze. Okay. So, hi. Good health, Jacqueline. I love Bree. She is hilarious. Yes, the world. So many people lack critical thinking skills or pretend to. Not. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. We have technology. Use it. Right. Hi, Demetra. Hi, Good Health, New Jersey, Ebony Queen. So, all right. So, take some cinnamon, powdered cinnamon. Put it in your hand. Pray over it. It's called charging. Think about what you want. Stop asking for grandiose things, right? Stop asking for $1,000,000, right? Stay focused. What do you really want? You have a job interview? Do it. All right? Step outside your front door. I don't care if you live in an apartment. Step outside your front door. Turn around. And once you finish infusing your thoughts into the herb, which don't do it so fast. If you want magic to work, it's only abracadabra when you put the work in, right? Say abracadabra 3 times after you pray to God. Open your hand and blow it in your house. The next one is a bay leaf. I would get up, but I'm too tired. Take a bay leaf. Yay! You did cinnamon this morning. Yay! Take a bay leaf, buy it from the supermarket, and write on it. Um, and sometimes the bay leaves that y'all have are broken up. They're not in whole pieces. I like whole pieces, but don't drive yourself crazy. Get a marker, write on it gently. What do you want? If you don't know what you want, just put dollar signs or put the sign that corresponds with your country, right? And get some tweezers like this and a safe porcelain bowl if you don't already have a bowl that you use. Safe porcelain bowl from the dollar store. Bowl, not plate, but I do like a plate and a bowl together for extra safety. Burn the bay leaf and drop the ashes inside your bowl. And when you have a good clearing, you could throw it outside. Not that big of a deal. And when I say good clearing, there are no embers left in your fire. And it's also okay to burn more than one bay leaf. The one thing I love about bay leaf, it works fast. It's one of the few magical components that works really, really fast. Right? Honey child, do it again. Air doesn't pass through you once. You could do it as many times as you want. There are no rules. When you guys listen to IG people and they have like very specific rules, do it at 6, do it at 3, blah, 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 blah. All right, I believe in some aspects of the rule. But I also believe if you just need to do magic, there are no rules. None. Just do it. And do it to the best of your ability. Because if you really were to do magic, then I would have to tell you to put a salt circle around yourself. I would have to tell y'all to put a circle of salt around you and a pentacle. Y'all on it talk. So, with all that being said, don't drive yourself crazy. Minimalistic magic works just as putting your foot in it. I promise you. I know because I do both. All right. No, no. I don't know if it works. Grind it. Right? Break up the cinnamon sticks and grind it. You gotta have a blender there. Grind it. And whatever shavings, powder shavings at the bottom, use that. That will work. Hi, Queen Sheba. How are you doing? Right, Infinite? Bailey works so fast. All right. So, who here lives in Florida? Who here lives in Florida? Because I'm thinking, is there a part of Florida that never got hurricanes? It says no, there's no part of Florida that's completely immune of hurricanes. Well, there you go. All right. Some central and northern Florida, isn't that the one that just got hit? Are considered safer from direct hurricane hit. All parts of the state can potentially experience hurricane impacts. Inland and central is safest. Scala, Gainesville, Kissimmee, Orlando. Disney never gets hit. You guys notice that? It's because Disney does magic. Hmm. Disney never gets hits, y'all. Left hand. Thank you. Thank you. So, sister, left hand is your receiving hand. So put it in your left hand. I am listening to you, getting ready for coffee, honey. How are you feeling today? Feeling irritated. Hi, Jenny G. You're usually at the top of the communication board here. How are you? So nobody in my group lives in Florida? Hold on. Hello. Morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. George. How are you? All right. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good, sweetie. All right. I just want to do a quick reading on Florida. Well, Florida coastal lines become a ghost town if these hurricanes continue and the insurance is not. Oh, you can't hear? Can I hear you? All right. I mean, can you hear me now? Stella Amore. Hi. Can you hear me now? Hi, Diamond Eyes. How are you? I need water because I need water. I just want to see if started to get hot here. If the coastal areas are gonna go bust. I mean, at this stage of the game, what matters when you buy a house in Florida is knowing how low beneath the sea level your house is. And hi, John. And buying a home that's elevated, even if you're below sea level, 4 feet below sea level can kill you in terms of like economic impact. Um, Insurance companies have abandoned Florida, and the standard insurance company, Citizens, which is like a state run thing or something, is trying to get people to not buy insurance. So when an insurance company doesn't want your money, you're in trouble. You're just in trouble, period. Government. What do you mean, brown eyes? I'm in Florida. I couldn't get my computer fast enough. What does that mean? Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Florida. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Florida is your child. They are your loves. They are your beloveds. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. Oh, Lord. Florida, not good. Um, what is this thing about your computer? I'm curious. All right. Yeah, I don't think it's environmental racism. It's not that at all. I'm sorry. It's not. Florida's full of white people, so no. I don't know who this Kamala's Harris is, but she's just annoying. I just put her in timeout. She can come back later. Oh, okay. All right. Let's lower the chat. Oh, by the way, if you want to stay updated on any P. Diddy news, first of all, tell me what it is that you think I should be doing. I'm also thinking that other bloggers are doing a really good job. I happen to notice that they are creating topics that's not identical anymore, and I really appreciate that, right? You know, they're not trying to be 2457 ABC News Channel, CBS, NBC, which is so annoying when everybody just tells the same story, right? Um, but I like that they're trying to grasp at and ping on different things, right? Because that will make me tune into the bloggers more. Water, water. All right. Um, so please subscribe so that we can stay updated. But in this feed right now, in the comments, tell me what do you want me to check into, and I'll let you know whether or not that's a topic I'm capable of doing just yet. But let me know anyway, because a lot of these people are starting to show up on in the media. All I need is one name to show up on a lawsuit. That's all I need. Boom, it won't get done. Boom. That's all I need. A lawsuit to public. But let me know right now in this feed where you want me to do a deep dive. Okay? All right, let's lower the stage for Florida. Oh, Florida. Honey chow, Florida. Nope, nope. A lot of money was spent in Florida and dragged y'all believing that this state is amazing. Remember, out of all the states, Florida used to be swampland. I don't think it was ever really made to be inhabitable, especially along the coastal waters. So what Florida did, if I'm not mistaken, somebody please help me out who lives in Florida, is that they took land, right? And then they extended it out to sea. And then they build upon that part out to sea. But sometimes when you invade somebody's yard disrespectfully, thinking you have ownership, and then the person goes to take that yard back, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. This is what Israel is going through right now. It's going to be a battle. Okay? So, Florida invested out to the sea, and they shouldn't have. The sea is the sea, and the sea likes itself. And the sea knows what to do with the sea. So when you stretch land out to the sea and then tell the sea, F you, the sea is like, wait, what happened? And then the sea says, are you guys crazy? And so what the sea does, smart seas will let you build out. They won't even throw a hurricane for 50 years to you. They will let you build out. And then one day in the era of us, the sea decides to get mad. But why did the sea get mad? Did the sea get mad because there's too many maggots? I don't know. I'm asking for a friend. So while people were allowed to come, the criteria to come to the coastal areas of Florida was racism. and blocking people away from purchasing homes of other colors. It was immigration issues and not caring. I don't know. This is from a spiritual place. I'm not an economist. I don't know. I can only imagine that the seed thought you would be good people and decided, I can share the water with you. I can figure this out. We don't have to turn everything into a hurricane. It could be just a tropical storm. But the sea started watching Florida and started thinking, you're on my land. I let you rest on me. I let you build out to me. And y'all aren't nice. Ever. Quick to call on God. But you're racist. You steal. You rob from people. And then you use the Bible to your advantage? How does that work? The sea says. So the sea goes, I'll just watch a little bit more because I could be wrong. And then the sea talks to God and goes, God, they think they're the shits. But they're mean. And God agrees. And then God says, it's time for cleansing. But y'all didn't hear the memo. Florida, not y'all. I'm talking about. Y'all didn't hear the memo, coastal lining folks of Florida. And so the hurricanes have been mortifying. This was not a category 4. They don't even want to call a higher category. That means the whole state has to be obliterated. This was a category 6. Or better. But it's okay because they're not calling it for what it is anymore. Because if they call it anything other than a 4, the state is responsible. And you know it, Florida. You know it. The entire Eastern Seaboard has a reckoning coming. The time is over. Hi, Gabriella. How are you? Mother Nature will always win. Right. Stay focused, guys. Stay focused. Let's stay with the hurricanes. God is purging. And he's given Florida chance after chance to autocorrect themselves. They don't want to be nice people. So, people have to leave. And I think this is very interesting that this is a coast. People have to leave. You know there's a town in Florida, Pinellas Beach, where all of the sand wound up on land. All of the sand, which means they changed I don't know who the fuck they is, changed the coastline. The coastal line, because there is no sand. It's on land. All right. It's erosion from the sand. They can't even get the sand up. Oh, by the way, there are cars stuck, and apparently Cars are no good. Be careful of a used car you guys buy, child, because it's not going to be pretty. Treasure Island. You guys know Treasure Island? This is what it looks like. It's disgusting. Oh, cannot. Treasure Island, Tampa Bay beaches. It remains closed because of the sand. Let's see if I can find a good picture. Let's see if I can do this one. And the problem with the sand is apparently you can't take the sand and throw it back on the beach or something. I don't know. It's weird. Let's see if I can get this picture over. I don't think it's going to go through. Every once in a while, a picture doesn't go through for me, and I don't know why. Oh, it looks like it'll go through. Now look at this very carefully. Look at this house. The sand is up by the windows at this house. But also, am I the crazy one, or should you have a frontal property that close to the water? Am I the only one that's like, no? Now, near the Yellow Heart, look at the street. That is all sand. On the other side of the tree, sand. He's even got sand on his roof, child. The insurance doesn't want to insure them exactly. Oh, yeah, no. North Carolina got hit. Tennessee got hit. Georgia got hit. Y'all got hit so bad, everybody was like, F Florida. Oh, oh, interesting. That's interesting. South Carolina got hit. But do you guys notice it's only the MAGA areas? Have you noticed that? Anybody? All right. There's going to be a purging of Floridians. And my head is just, it happens a lot. It's almost like that thing when you're a baby and my head never closed. All right. There's sabotage going on. And all the world is watching. A lot of people are immobile. Their heads aren't on straight right now. Sorry, guys. This is considered home, and it's in my mind, right? In my mind. This is considered home. A lot of people will be selling their homes, but they won't be getting a lot for it. The market is going to go kaput. And one person is responsible, and that's the Florida governor. The Florida governor is solely responsible for all of this. He is responsible for the hurricanes. He's responsible for not having a better plan. He's responsible for letting the insurance companies lead. He's responsible for not caring enough. But do y'all call him out? Pull some more cards, see what else I could add to this drama. Do you guys notice it's just the mega sections of the states? They won't feel the burn until the economic impact. Some people have bought homes for $600,000 and have had to reduce it over $150,000. You know, some of the homes are already overpriced, to be honest with you. You know, I don't think Florida is dead in the water, but I think something new and unexpected has to come through. I don't think it's dead in the water. I think the people that are there need to leave. I think these people are bad people. Uncaring, kind, bad people that uses God and Christ for everything, but can't see that they themselves are bad. And so, rather than to try and keep explaining to people that you're just a bad person, collectively you're like a group of bad people, then the hurricanes just hit. Now, do I believe that everybody's inherently bad? Yes. I believe we all are inherently bad, even after baptism. But I also think that there are countries that will just feed the cats. And if there's a country out there just feeding the cats, do you think a hurricane is going to hit them? No. So it comes down to not caring about your neighbor when something catastrophic happens, but just caring, period. And I think that's the message here, that people just don't care. Just irritated. You know what I mean? Oh my God. I'm live. I'm going to tell my peeps. Okay? No name mentioned. Girl, the cards never lie. Never lie. Never. All right. Let me tell you the story before she tells me, don't tell my story. So, I've got this little girl. And by the way, if you're 30, you're a little girl to me. So relax. She gave me permission. Story time. Story time. So I've got this little girl, and very, clear-headed little girl. Nothing I had to restructure, right? Nothing. And she comes to me. I've been doing readings on her for about 6 months. I don't think it was a year. And finally, she comes to me and she says, I'm going to go to nursing school. So I checked the cards and I said, do it. She comes back later and she goes, I'm going to go to nursing school, but I've decided to go full-time, not part-time. I said, what's the difference between full-time and part-time in terms of months? And she's, blah, 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 blah. And she says, this is 1 year. I said, sacrifice the 1 year. Do the 1 year. She comes back to me again. All right, I'm going to do the 1 year, but it just doesn't work out with my job, so I'm just going to quit. In order to do the 1 year, I have to do day shift. I check the cards, I go do it. 1 year. And she has a guy that's taking care of her, so bet, right? So she does the 1 year with this guy of her taking care of her. And he starts to see that she's too much into school. So she's not giving him the time. And she's like, listen, you can do what you want, but I got to study by this time on the weekends. This is what I study. All the while she's calling me. And all the while I know what she's going through. And all the while I'm telling her, I don't care what happens. I don't care if your house burns down. Study. I told her, I don't care if your mama dies. You bury her and you study. And I meant it. I don't play, right? None of that happened. But I was trying to get on top of her because I know when you're trying to better yourself, obstacles come. And sometimes your biggest obstacle is the person you're sleeping with, right? So every time something came up, I was like, study. She goes, Tracy, I am studying. Got it. Study. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't deviate from my words, even though her world kept unraveling as she was going to school, right up until the last day. She gets out of school. She does the year. She gets out of school. They graduate. And she has a graduation party. Boy's not there. It's not there to help her celebrate. Now, this kind of pissed her off. And, she's a Leo. So once a Leo goes left, like, I can't stop her. I tried everything. Listen to me. I try everything. Short of snap out of it if I was in her face. So the anger came. A little bit of depression came after that. And she still has to take the boards. She has to take the boards. Now I'm on it. No. You got to take these boards. I don't care what you say. You will take it. You will study. You will forget about everything. That's a moment in time. This is about the rest of your life. You're going to do right by you. Right? Now, me personally, I'm like this. When she goes to take the boards, I don't tell her. I look at the cards. And I never tell anyone whether or not they're going to pass because they get cocky. She comes back and she tells me how she did. It didn't sound good. I said, okay. In a text message, like, Tracy, this is what because in my mind, I'm thinking, Lord, have mercy, miracles upon miracles. That girl came back to me and said, I passed the boards. If I didn't scream and jump for joy, I was right out. So yesterday we do a reading and she's like, girl, I'm looking for these jobs. And I said, all right. So she didn't tell me there was a specific one. She did not tell me. So I'm looking at the cards and said, I see something with family services, like family or family services. I thought it was going to be children and families, right? So she says, no, it's this, which has something to do with something else, but it's still dealt with families. And so the more I looked at the cards, I said, when did you interview? She says, today. I said, they're going to give you the job. She starts to tell me how the job, she has a child. She's like, Tracy, the job is 5 minutes from my house. I could come home for lunch. I could, there's no set hours. You have to do 8 to 5, but there's no set, you have to be here at 8 o'clock. See, those kind of jobs I like. If you get in at 8:15, nobody's going to say nothing to you. That's what they said in the interview. And I'm like, and 5 minutes from your house? And she's like, yeah, she's real casual about it. And I'm like, give her this job. God, she needs this job. Please, God, please. For the baby alone. So I look at the cards and I go, I don't know, but I think these people are gonna call you. I think this is the job that you're gonna get. She calls me today, texts me, and she goes, well, you're right. No, she actually said you're always right. She goes, I did get the job from yesterday. They just called me and said not worried about the other interviewers. She wants me. So I responded, what? And she goes, yes, she just called me. She told me she and the others to interviewed yesterday, but she said today she knew she wanted me. So your cards never lie. So then I sent her um, one of those emojis. All right, story time over. Let's look at the comments. Oh, I remember this. Did I tell you a part of her story? The people of the greatest generations, the Sandra, the baby boomers. Oops, sorry, I was behind. I hit the like button. What? Please call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. Just text the number. Support is free. Please subscribe. Okay, what did you say, so sister? I read Asheville, North Carolina has a lot of uranium. They wanted to build a plant there. The people were fighting it. Now this flood happens, and the government can now call eminent domain. Oh, what? What? Interesting. Raleigh belt, Carolina slate belt, Charlotte belt, and Milton belt. North Carolina, opponents are trying to stop shipments of radioactive waste through the mountain, saying a single accident could cause a nuclear catastrophe. All right. Well, It is what it is, huh? Tried to tell you. I hear you, Marcella. It was on the news this morning. They completely destroyed Asheville. I say it's man-made. Oh, Infinite says congratulations, nurse. Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of that. Thank you, Infinite. You know, when I spoke to her yesterday, I was like, girl, I feel like a mama that's at graduation and you get the paperwork. You finally bring that paperwork home and your mama goes give it to me. And you're like, mama, this mine, I worked for it. Give me that certificate. I worked for it. And then, of course, you give it to your mama. And she puts it in a beautiful plaque and displays it for all to see. That's how I felt yesterday. Well, let's look at it another way. If Ashley is, sorry guys, if Ashley is a very important location, right? And we're talking about nuclear energy, then they may need to clear a wide path if there's nuclear issues. So maybe the hurricane hit certain parts of connecting North Carolina because they have to clear a path for. I'm thinking, I don't know. Yeah, but a lot of houses, exhausting. A lot of houses may be built because if the government takes domain over a section of North Carolina, they've got to put them somewhere. Most people don't want to leave their state, so then they build houses elsewhere. You understand? So they make you think your state is booming with energy when it really isn't. They're just going to move the hits to city. That's all. Except Florida. Florida can't survive. Bye, Florida. Can't survive. The coastal area of Florida. You can't. Inland, maybe, but not the coastal. All right. I'm tired. Should I do a final outcome card or does it matter at this point? Oh, yeah, hit the like button. Oh, Bree says she's so happy for you. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to send these to her. Beautiful story, right? Oh, see? That does not surprise me. Lord, you know what I'm going to tell you guys? I do things psychically. I can't say I do a lot of research. But I do trust my psychic ability, right? Oh, what is her name? Ah, ah. Now I don't know if this is her. Hold on a second. All right, fuck it. I'm not going to do it. Go to her text message. Make it easier on my life. Okay. I just trust my psychic ability, and you all will send me information that will validate my psychic ability. So now I'm getting information that Tesla The supplier of Piedmont Lithium gets key North Carolina mining permit. Okay, Noel says do a final outcome. That's what I'm trying to say, Kenneth. It was very governmental. That's what I'm trying to say. It just sat over Asheville. North. Like, how does that happen? Okay, here's what happened. This is the hurricane, right? Look at this. This is the hurricane, and this is Asheville, right? And literally, this is Atlanta. Literally, this is what happened. Let me show you again, because I don't know if everybody like understands me, right? So let me show you one more time. This is Asheville, North Carolina, right? This is Atlanta, right? This is the hurricane. This is a fan, by the way. Atlanta ain't touched. Look, look, look. This is a great example of trying to teach elementary. This sat like this. It didn't move. In every city that got abbreviated, it didn't move for hours. So it was just ripping and running and tearing up and throwing 80-foot waves. It's a true story. It's a true story. The game chicks goes that part. I tell no lies. Blue goes, wow. Yeah. I teach you. That's what the jail find out. I teach you. The way my brain works and I'm watching, I'm like, oh Lord. Oh Lord. This is about to go down. I have to tell you, there was no way I could be invested in this Hurricane Helene. I turned a blind eye because I was like, this is not going to be pretty. I didn't know where she was going to hit. I didn't know how she was going to hit. But the way they describe 500 miles, that ain't pretty. I don't care how you say it. Lord, that orange, that's not pretty. So I'm scared because now we're thinking that it had to do everything with creating an eminent domain property. And of course, they're building houses. So it's not like people, and they'll get tax breaks and shit like that, right? For at least a couple of years. And then they won't get a tax break. It's not quite either. Just circling the cars, trying to get it right. All right, there you go. Upside down mentor. Inability to allow the students to move on to the role of master, imparting false instructions. So, here's what they're doing. They're saying climate change is the biggest problem that's happening right now. The hurricanes are participating in climate change. So it's no one's fault. So I heard in Dubai, they manipulate the weather and they can make it rain. Now, Dubai fucked with the weather so badly that they flooded themselves. I'm just saying technology is not perfect. But what are they really doing in the space stations? And if Dubai can manipulate, then so can we. And that would mean the manipulation could be controlled. And that would mean they could create a category 6, but tell you it's category 4 because the government doesn't want to be responsible because the government wants to take over Asheville, North Carolina. So, oh, interesting. That's something interesting, right? Where's the phone coming from if it was so natural? So, personally, I think California was being practiced on first for the last few years. And now I believe that there's a bigger issue going on. Maybe we'll get it in a movie someday. I don't know. Is there a movie out there about weather manipulation and evil people doing it? Usually there's a movie that follows this kind of stuff, but I didn't see a movie out about it. I mean, that's not true. We are getting movies where they're like the biggest flood hits, a major city, blah 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 blah. But I think the difference is that I'm telling you that it's not so natural. It's chemically produced. So, oh, oh, there was a movie similar. Oh, there you go. Okay, thank you for that. Oh, thank you, Infinite. I've never been into Hunger Games. Is the movie? Because I know it's a movie or a series. I've never watched it, never read a book. But there are parts in the Hunger Games where they talk. Usually there's a precursor. Usually there's a warning for you. So, Jesus Christ. All right, guys. I didn't expect to stay this long. All right, guys, I have work to do because I have people that have ordered candles. Got to get to work. The candles. I thought I picked up 5, but I think I'll be. Did I get all the right amount? These is an example of the candles that I create and then I carve onto the glass. And I think the eclipse energy occurs at 2:41, so I need to get this done now, right? Because each one takes, a lot of energy. I am available for readings. Thank you, Vic King Chicks. 213-458-7408. Text me for candle orders and pricing. Oh, go to tracybrownlive.com. Hi, Wonder Woman. How much are the candles? $20, sweetie. I'm going to raise the prices, but I keep saying I'm going to raise it, and then I don't. But I will someday. Also, she says, thank you, everyone. Also, the nurse says thank you. Subscribe. Like and subscribe for P. Diddy and political psychic updates. So we got to do this. All right? 213-458-7408. Thank you, everyone. Oh, where are you? All right, guys. If anybody orders a candle, you have a few hours. I'm going to take care of these right now. Let me send you my codes. Oh, look at you, Infinite, sending me your codes. Yes, girl. That's what I'm talking about. I will put your codes on. Look at you, making my work easy. Y'all don't know what the codes are, but she does. I just did a candle magic class where I taught some a little bit of secrets. All right, that's a good point, Kamalas. All right, guys, I am out of here. It's only 11 o'clock. Call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. I love you. And have a great day. I will see you tonight. Tracy After Dark. I will pick something P. Diddy, but put in the comments what you want me to talk about. All right? Sure. Enjoy your day, Diamond Days. Thank you. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.